Restaurant owner Nathan Hilleside claims a drunken Carl Thompson fell through his storefront window.
Now, Mr. Orr, how many people got into an altercation that night?
2.
How many people from your group?
1.
Who was that?
Carl.
Carl who?
Carl Thompson.
Now, do you think that that's just a coincidence that of the 5 people in your group, the only one that was drunk got into an altercation?
No, ma'am.
You think that that was because he was drunk?
Yes.
Did you hear him make any comments at all to Mr. Pettis and the group of people that he was sitting with?
No, I heard no comments made.
So you didn't hear Mr. Thompson say anything to them?
No, the only thing that I saw is when he came back into the restaurant, and then I saw the punch go right at Carl's face.
The police were called. Were you there?
Yes.
Who was taken into custody?
Nobody.
Nobody at all. Anybody arrested that night? How come?
Well, I wasn't there, so my brother went down and handled it that night.
Was there a police report?
Yes, there is.
I'd like to
I think
see
this details everything
I'd like
pretty
to
well.
see the
If
police
you got any
report.
questions throughout this,
Could you just answer my question? Somebody who wasn't there, you sure have a lot to say. Mr. Orr, you remember speaking to a police officer that night?
Yes.
You remember telling the police officer in response to his questions that they had been in a fight? That they both indicated that they had not been in a fight and you were with Mr. Thompson? Do you remember that?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, that's what the police officer says. He says that when the police arrived, they saw you and Mr. Thompson walking. He asked where you were coming from, and you indicated that you were coming from Shity's bar. The opposite direction. They had been walking and well after bar closing time, so you lied to the police according to the police. I exited my squad car and approached on foot. Again, I asked if they had been in a fight, and they both indicated that they had not been in a fight. I then observed a small drop of blood on the shirt of Orr. That would be you. Thompson was standing behind Orr and slightly offset. I then observed Thompson's left hand was all bloody and he was dripping blood, and then I requested rescue. That's what the police officer says. I'm just reading the police report.
Jared was never actually in a fight at all. And like with me,
Listen to me, Mr. Thompson. If a police officer came up and I was all bloody and I had been pushed through a plate glass window, and according to you, you had been blindsided by a push to your face in the bar, and a police officer said, first, where are you coming from? I wouldn't have lied and say I was coming from a bar because that was a lie. You would say I was coming from a sandwich shop. And then I was asked by the police officer, was there a fight? I would have said, yeah, there was a fight. I got pushed through a plate glass window.
Your Honor, like I said, can it show the police report? I had bled copious amounts of blood. I've been
Thompson, not from your brain.
But after the point when I went through that window, and at that point, like, I got no recollections even of talking to that officer at that point.
You know what?
Because I lost so much blood.
Listen to me. If you lost that much blood, sir, so that you were delirious, you couldn't have been walking.
I lost a lot of blood.
Oh, God. You're standing here, aren't you? Orr stated that a group of black males attacked Thompson at the sandwich shop. And then Mr. Orr, according to the police, at least said that Orr told me that one of the black males displayed a handgun in his waistband. I did not believe Orr about the handgun or the way Thompson had received the cut, because he told the police that he got the cut by being punched so many times. And CMH, I assume that's the hospital, I spoke with Thompson. He admitted that he had been kicked out of the bar earlier that night for fighting with some black guys.
That didn't even happen at all.
Thompson stated he was sitting in the sandwich shop eating, where the black guys entered and began to racially harass him by calling him white boy and white.
Your Honor, at that point, that wasn't even